Great Caesar's ghost! Late last night I had a dream. This is Story Shamans. There was a ghost in my house. This is Story Shamans. The ghost came to me, and he had a message. What was it? Waka 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 waka, animals! This is Story Shamans. This week we're talking about the third area of concern for Season 2's dramatic structure. Deviation. Season 2 deviates in a specific way that differentiates it from the other Deviation seasons, 4 and 6. Season 2's Deviation is all about contradiction. Season 2 contradicts what you did in Season 1. Contradict everything you can, while still maintaining the integrity of your story. Friends are enemies. Mainstay locations are rarely visited. Lovers are broken up. You can see how this dovetails nicely with the stress tests we talked about in the last video. Anything you can contradict, do it. The two most common ways of creating contradiction are role reversals and authority figures. Role reversals are when you take a character's role in the story and you flip it. The best friend becomes a rival. The rival becomes a friend. The teacher becomes a student. Or a bit more subtle version would be, the smart guy is pretty dumb. The meek guy shows a lot of courage. The tough guy shows his sensitive side. Whatever. We see an example of this in Nip Tuck. Early in Season 2, Sean discovers his son Matt is not his biological son. This sends Sean into a bit of a tailspin. He starts acting more like Christian usually does. Irresponsible, self-destructive, he's drinking more, and having sex with Kimber, Christian's ex-girlfriend. The responsible conservative Sean has become the self-destructive loose cannon. This also causes Christian to behave more like Sean typically would. With Sean in a sorrow spiral, Christian's holding things together at the office. Being the responsible one, the stable one. A complete contradiction to the Christian of Season 1. In Season 1 of the OC, we see Ryan constantly getting into trouble, struggling in his studies, punching people when he thinks he needs to. Seth spends Season 1 being the nice kid, doing well in school, not drinking, always in before curfew. In Season 2, both of these guys pull a switch. Ryan is specifically focusing on school and staying out of trouble. He's dating a nice girl, Lindsay, and doing everything he can to stay out of Marissa's drama altogether. Seth is staying out late and dating the bad girl, Alex, coming home drunk and constantly getting grounded. Their role in Season 2 is a contradiction of their role in Season 1. Role reversals. In Season 2, it's also very common to see a contradiction in authority figures. A character who didn't have authority before becomes an authority figure now. Or an established authority figure loses that authority in Season 2. In Season 1 of Roswell, Sheriff Valenti is seen as an enemy, trying to expose and capture our main character aliens. In Season 2, he's embraced as a trusted friend and ally. He even goes so far as to lose his badge, protecting them and their secret. In Season 1, he was the bad guy sheriff authority figure out to get them. In Season 2, he's the good guy sheriff who loses his authority in his quest to help them. In Prison Break Season 1, Warden Pope is a constant presence, ruling over the prison. In Season 2, the inmates escape, leaving the warden and his authority behind them. While other supporting characters continued to appear on the show, the warden and his authority appear only once in the very beginning of Season 2, and then he's gone from the narrative altogether. His authority was all over Season 1, and then very, very absent in Season 2. Contradiction, role reversals, and authority figures. Next week we're leaving behind the dramatic structure and talking all about Season 2's dramatic pace.